Just Light is an animal, what a god. I agree, but I think these Zergs are not going to beat Light with mutas.
Well, ready for a stupid caster thing I gotta say? If anyone could, it's Soma, and that's actually true. He's got the best mutalist micro in the world.
That is true.
So if someone can do it, it is him. Him and Queen. I have seen them dismantle Light with mutas before. That was a while ago. I think that people have gotten better against mutas once again, but the map is Polypoid. Bottom right is Light. Bottom left is Soma. These guys just both monstrous at this matchup. I think positionally speaking, I like it for Soma slightly, right? Because he can hit the natural so easily.
Yeah, this is always an issue, isn't it? Is that mutas can snipe this area down here if mutas are the play. We should at least point out here that there is, you know, alternatives to just going 2-hatch muta. We did see Crazy Zerg used. We can have Ling Lurker all-ins as well. I feel like Light doesn't lose to those either, and that does not lose to that either, and therefore probably would not be a worthwhile move for Soma, but we do want to try to cover all the possible bases here.
Yeah, like Ling Lurker all-in type stuff. I think once you hit a certain level near pro gamer, it just almost never works. It's just it's like a true gamble from Zerg at that point. But yeah, I doubt to see that. Like, Soma, his strength really is in those mutas. Now, Light just doing a bit of a wall here at the bottom right. It's a great position for that. You can make a Zergling tight wall with 2 depots and the barracks with the Marines popping out on the inside. So that's kind of nice, which it allows you to possibly do more greedy plays. Like, for instance, you don't need to make a bunker. You can do things like tech up very quickly behind it as well, and Zerg just isn't really aware of what's going on. So nice to see from him.
And so far, everything telegraphs a 2-hatch muta play, unless we have the deviation. Basically, when you see 2 hatches, a pool, and a gas, the default is the layer, you know, next, and then the mutas after that. But we'll see what happens. Terran, you know, this is much more common now, is to just get a command center out as quickly as humanly possible. And this was a fortunate scout for the Terran finding him right away.
Yeah, I saw that Overlord as he sent the SCV out coming towards him, so had a pretty good idea of what was going on. Soma looks like it's just going to be, just all kind of regular here. And, I guess we just wait to see where Light wants to go with it. He's getting a rather quick gas, so it could be something like the Valkyrie Rush again. I think it's pretty likely that Soma was watching that last game, so that has to be on his mind. So maybe Light doesn't go for that, right? Like, if your opponent knows that you're going for Valkyrie, you can screw him up. If you're rushing to Valkyrie and then they go Lurkerling, oh, you're really screwed then. That's like the least useful unit in the world.
Where the Valkyrie can land on the ground like a Viking in StarCraft 2.
Yeah, that's about it.
So the CC's going to finish. Light, I think, effectively cut a few corners here and there. What do you think about this SCV up at 12? Is this just a second hidden SCV to try to find a third hatchery later?
Yeah, he wants to see what's what and where's where. Like, if you can figure out where that third base is, it's very important. Also, if you lose the scouting SCV, sometimes you can dive in and see what they're actually doing, because if they don't know that you have an extra scout on the map, a lot of times you can do things like dive into the main base. And as we see here, right, there, we don't see like an academy or anything yet, so he is playing a little bit blind if he can't get in that main base.
Factory coming down. Is there any chance he mechs? Oh, no, I guess not. He's getting an academy.
Yeah, I think it's the same Valkyrie build coming out of him, actually. Look at this. A second SCV goes through. Oh, he had a drill on that. Huh, I guess you can use spam drill commands. But, okay, well, he gets up there, he sees the Spire, and I think more importantly, well, I guess the Spire is very important to see, but he also sees the third hatchery in the main base. So that's very telling, right? Because now you know that there is not, like, a third base somewhere on the map. You never have 4 hatcheries before you have mutas out. So this is kind of a more unit-centric opening. It's very, very safe. There's, like, Light is not going to be able to do any damage early on.
So this is the same build here from Light. But what the Zerg's doing, like Artosis said, is in fact different. The 2-hatch Muta is pretty drastically different from the 3-hatch Muta. And this is the 3rd hatch that's not an expansion, so it really, there's a more robust amount of production behind this. Zerg can get a lot of lings. Zerg is not just only making mutas and trying to, do everything with as few drones as possible. There's a little bit more muscle behind this. But again, it's not as rush-ish,
Yeah, he'll still have the mutas out relatively quickly here and force those early turrets to go up, which they are right now. But yeah, with the 3rd hatch in the main, right? Like you can produce a hell of a lot, and we see that right now. He's got every single larva being used. So yeah, a lot of mutas going to be coming out. Not all of that, of course, is going to be mutas right now. But we'll see if he's making lings or drones. Probably adding some drones in.
So the mutas will come out. Now, I think that the turret pattern for the Terran is pretty straightforward, right? Always have them at the nat first and then kind of branch them out towards the main. And I don't think anything is going to come from this. I do like the idea of hitting the depot out here. I guess this does become a kind of vulnerable spot. So he lifts that off and just runs out. I think this depot's still going to go down, though, to be honest with you.
Yeah, he should be able to get it. Oh, the Valkyrie coming out and pushing him back. So now Soma knows exactly what build this is, exactly what's going on.
Is there any merit to keeping the Valkyrie hidden? Is it worth it to like come out with 3 and be like, ha ha?
I think honestly it's better to just push back the mutas and take no damage. You want to start putting damage down on them. So yeah, I like the coming out. Like I'm trying to think if you could ever really aha them, but honestly, you don't have enough turrets. Like if you're actually gonna hide until 3, you'd need like 2 more turrets at the natural, 2 more near the barracks, and 2 more in the main base, and that's just too much money. So you kind of have to use them.
Now Zerg's gonna have, first of all, some sunken colonies, but also there should be some lings. Whoops, almost missed this on camera here. But every set of Valkyrie missiles that hit a Mutalisk is devastating. And these overlords that are actually pretty exposed become pretty good targets. Now this is just medics and Valkyries over here, so he's got to be careful. Light is stimming forward, and it looks like the mutas are trying to kind of track them here. Here we go.
Ooh.
Terran narrowly wins that, but I think with lings and mutas here, this is actually a fight Zerg can take.
Yeah, he actually... Ooh, the Valkyrie going up getting more damage. That 3rd one, he did kill 2 of them off. But look, the lurkers are on the way. Now, this is a reverse ramp, so I think Light can actually shimmy up there. He's just starting the egg right now.
No, I don't think he can shimmy up there.
Reverse ramps are actually crappy to block with lurker eggs, so well, either way, he does not do it, and Soma's going to be fine on 3rd bases. He has his lurker tech out, so Valkyrie, still powerful. They've done a lot this game, but he's got to get into vessels now, most likely. But he has 2 dropships, Tasteless.
Oh, I didn't catch that. Right in the main.
Yeah.
Good spot, Artosis. Well, it's just lings and a few Mutalisks down here, and it seems like all Terran has to do is try to micro well, and this comes out as a win. But this is full... Oh, dude, I think he's going to bust the main in here. Especially as the Marine counts a threat in the front, I think he can just dump this into the main. And that's what's going to happen here.
If he gets caught, though, you Scourge that down. Oh, he just scanned it, so that tells you that dropships are coming. Look, he runs the Lurker up the ramp. Oh, the Scourge went in the wrong direction. Not guessing exactly where it would be at. He hits with 1 Scourge, but... Oh man.
My God. This may be too much damage. This is the point where you actually cracked the Zerg open. And Light is just such a god at this matchup.
He really is. I've never even seen that. The 2 Valkyrie into 2 dropship from 1 starport. Or it was 3 Valkyrie actually into 2 dropship. What a cool move, because you've really cleared out the air at that point. And now we actually have vultures in the top left somehow. A drop at the natural. Jesus. He's everywhere.
He is everywhere. Yeah, this is pretty phenomenal. I think the Zerg will just crack now. He just needs to keep this set of units alive here in the main. He's doing quite a bit of multitasking. But again, easier said than done with one lurker. You can kind of just ignore it and run away. With the pool dying, there aren't really attacking units that can be made other than, you know, hydras that are then turned into lurkers.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's just a lot of problems here in every respect for the Zerg.
Truly, truly a lot of problems. Like, look, he's got a bunch of Marines in the top left now. Another dropship going up there. What a cool build. Like, I have literally never seen this. And the follow-up of the Vultures as well. Just, this was a crazy game.
The mutas just kind of stop, or the Valkyries just kind of stop the mutas. You can't really do much of anything. You know, after they've been damaged, there's not a lot that can actually come back and say no to the double dropship. And you're right, I've never seen anything quite like this, but once you see it, you're never going to forget it because the sequence makes so much sense. Yeah, yeah.
The speed vultures with mines as well, like, honestly, like, I watch so much StarCraft, and I've never... This is brand new. What a cool continuation from that Valkyrie opener. Just, it's so technical and so well executed from Light. And somehow during this, he's macroed perfectly. He's actually going into mech behind this, going to land his third CC. He's making a fourth CC. He's up at twice the supply. I mean, this is just a mega win by Light.
Yeah, I mean, this is a real flex here from Light, as he is going to most likely, unless there's some kind of a miracle here from the Zerg, who is limping through this game. I mean, this is a, you know, domination, as Light is going to continue to just be our king of the hill.
Yeah, Soma right now, he's like trying to make something happen. He has some drones at the natural. He's trying to re-drone. He's making a spire at the top left. But yeah, Light has, he has like infinity here. He's just pumping out vultures right now too, which is kind of funny. And I guess that's all you need, really.
Well, I mean, Zerg is hanging on by a thread. There is just not a lot to work with. It's like a few well-positioned lurkers, basically, and a sunk here or there.
Dude, speed, vulture, vessel, marine medic coming for Zerg in the top left. He's got 2 lurkers and a hydra. This is going to be GG as Light moves up the ramp.
The Spire will die here as the expansion goes down as well.
Yeah, and look at this.
I mean, irradiate. I don't imagine someone's going to stay here.
No.
In this game for much longer. Another CC is going to land.
Yeah, as he sees the Marines come up as well, it's like there's no saving himself. GG is called.
GG. Jesus, man.
Dude, Light
is so like insane. I mean, that's not what all ZVTs look like, by the way, chat. That is...
No, these Zergs will kill everybody. Like, look, and here's the thing, right? Light's the best Terran. The skill differentiation in StarCraft is so dramatic everywhere, right? Like, Scan is probably the 6th, 7th best Terran in the world, right? Something like that. Top 10 easily. Light is the best. And look at the difference that you see in these levels. Like, Light bodied every Zerg so far. Just destroyed them one-sidedly. Just a different level.
I'm blown away.
Yeah.
I am just... I mean, obviously, yeah, I knew it was going to be impressive from Light, but this is just domination on another level.
Yeah, we'll see if we can get another matchup here. I'm asking if there's any pros that he can call.
Yeah,
We've actually gone
get
through
away
pretty
from
quick.
this fucking matchup of
Yeah.
TZ.
Well, we got to eventually have someone else win the King of the Hill, right? It's a good thing Light came late, or he would, you know, what would he be on 15 maps right now or something?
Oh, I know, yeah.
Oh my god. Guys, thank you everyone for tuning in here today. Once again, big
guys,
thanks to everyone that
thank you for joining us.
supports the creation of this King of the Hill with the ASL Patreon. This is kind of the in-between seasons thing that we're trying right now. We're open to all sorts of ideas and stuff, but this is what we're trying. I think it's going well. It's really fun. It's great to have, like, I love that all the top pros are playing. Like, we've had
Oh, yeah.
just so many of the world's absolute best players in here.